I was,
You're absolutely right.
yeah, it would be like a finding yourself
Well,
experience.
absolutely. We don't leave like with some self-reflection of the fact we didn't do it right.
Right.
We're gonna go
I gotta ask you though, and I'm being serious. Have you ever gone fishing or?
I haven't, but I love
Okay.
to. I have
I
been.
I knew it. I told Barry. I said I don't think Earl's ever been fishing. Well, one day we got to take
Come
you.
on, take me. I'm ready. I
You
like
know
it.
what? He was. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing great. We've got the big Easter weekend coming up, so thought I'd start off with Easter. It is going to be cooler on Easter. I think we've got a pretty decent chance for some rain. There is a chance that we could see some thunderstorm action, but man, this system is coming through in the early morning, well, not early morning hours, but in the morning hours when temperatures are cooler. And so prospects for severe storms don't look that great, but I do think we'll have a chance for some showers and storms. Pretty good chance, actually, for Easter morning, and we'll probably pick up about 1/4 of an inch to maybe a 1/2 inch, something like that. Okay, so here's what you can expect for Easter. You'll have to do your Easter egg hunt. It'll probably be better if you wait until the afternoon because the morning we'll have some showers and some thunderstorms around. And by the way, high only, it could actually, if the clouds hang around a little longer, we could actually only hit like 78 or so for a high on Easter Sunday. So it is definitely going to be cooler. Temperature outside right now, 86 degrees, and I'm recording this at 12:40. It's 86 degrees. Temperature should warm up into the low 90s, around 92. Mixture of sun and clouds, breezy conditions. I mean, it is breezy out there. Record high 100 set back in 2006. We're not going to reach the record high, thank goodness, but it is going to be pretty warm. All right, so mixture of sun and clouds for the rest of the afternoon. If you have anything planned this evening, it stays breezy and temperatures mainly in the 80s out there this evening. Let's take a look at some of these temperatures all across South Central Texas. We've got 86, Gonzales 87, Pleasanton 85. You'll notice that out west around Del Rio, the temperatures are not as warm, and it's because the clouds are a little thicker out there towards the west out there. Look at the winds. Winds have been sustained around 20 miles an hour, and usually for wind gusts you can add another 10 to 15. So the winds are out of the south at 20, gusting to around 30. It is a breezy day. Pleasanton, wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have a wind gust to 35 there in Pleasanton. Okay, so here's the big picture of what's happening. We've got high pressure way over to the east, let's say like east of the Carolinas, but we've got this cold front and area of low pressure in the panhandle, and this is a really sharp cold front. I mean, look at the difference between Oklahoma City and Amarillo. It's 75 Oklahoma City, Amarillo is at 46, and then we've got a dry line back towards Midland. You see some green here on the map. That might be light showers, but what is happening here is as this upper level system is approaching, it's adding lift to the atmosphere, and so the cap is still really strong here. We don't have to worry about rain. But in North Texas, Northwest Texas, they've got a pretty strong cap as well. So they've got a few showers, but those want to become thunderstorms. And I think eventually they will see some thunderstorms in the northwestern part of the state and along that dry line out there to the west. And by the way, it's 46 at the noon hour in Amarillo. That's some pretty chilly stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if high temperatures on Easter Sunday were only in the 70s. You know, what did I go with this morning for Easter Sunday? I went 80, but boy, my favorite computer model, the NAM, it kind of overdoes it this time of the year, but it was saying like a high in the like low 70s or mid 70s or something like that. And I was doubtful about that, but now that I see the temperature at 46 in Amarillo, may just happen. Okay, so for us, we've got a real strong cap in place. So the only way we're going to see thunderstorm action is right along the frontal boundary and as this upper level system gets closer to us. And I think that's going to be Sunday morning. Just perfect timing for church, morning services. No, it's not a good time. I think we may see a little sun in the afternoon on Sunday. It's really going to end up being a nice afternoon, I think. And then Monday's going to be pretty decent as well. And then watch this disturbance coming in on Tuesday. That's what the little red blobs are. Let's see if I can get, there we go, right there. And I think Tuesday evening could have some strong thunderstorms. Some of those could be severe. If that materializes, probably not on Wednesday, but then we'll have another disturbance on Thursday, and we could have some more thunderstorms on Thursday. So the timing is going to be really difficult, but I think that's definitely the case, and I'll show you the 14-day coming up here in just a second. Kevin, hey, thank you. Happy Good Friday to you as well. All right, let's take a look. This is putting it all together here. High temperatures, low 90s. There's an outside chance that there could be a thunderstorm late this evening out there towards Del Rio and Rock Springs. Definitely possible in western portions of Kerr County. I'd give it maybe a 10 to 20% chance. This particular computer model, which is the graph, is very bullish on that, but I've got my doubts. I think that cap is just way too strong. But if they do pop tonight, they'll be severe, no doubt about that. Large hail and some damaging winds. Saturday, we'll have some sprinkles around. It's going to be very humid, very breezy. And then Saturday night, thunderstorms coming out west off of Mexico. There's a chance that in the evening that some of those could reach us in Bexar County. It's a better chance that they'll stay out west, and some of those storms could be really strong Saturday evening. And then here come along the frontal boundary, just becoming very anemic as they move in Sunday morning. Now, this computer model is really weakening them, and I think the reason it's doing that is the cold front is out racing the thunderstorms and just robbing them of good moisture. That's probably going to be the case. I mean, it's not too often that we have really severe thunderstorms that come in the morning. So probably just rainfall, but don't be surprised if you have some rumbles of thunder. And some of these storms, they could produce hail up the size of nickels. That's definitely possible. And then if it stays cloudy, we may see a high only in the 70s on Sunday. All right, here's what the Storm Prediction Center has for Saturday night into Sunday morning. Let's re-roll this back. There we go. Yellow areas, you've got a little bit better chance of seeing some severe storms out towards Kerrville, Uvalde, Del Rio, Rock Springs. That's for tonight and also for tomorrow night. Then it looks like these thunderstorms, like I showed you a while ago, they weaken as they get close to San Antonio, and I think that's probably going to be the case. So we've got a very, very slight risk for severe storms Sunday morning. And if they do move in, it'll be like between 6 and 9 a.m., something like that. All right, Oak is heavy, 1,760. Mold is light, 450. And I don't see David Bellis here. I think we tricked him by coming on a little bit too late, a little later than usual. All right, 92 for a high today. Gusty winds. We could see some gusts to 30, 35. And then Saturday, high temperatures in the mid-80s. I've got a Kensfi weather impact alert for Saturday night, mainly because of those storms out west, so keep that in mind. And that'll last into Sunday morning for us. But again, even though I think we're going to have some thunderstorms, probably not severe. It's possible. I would say at this point, mid-70s to around 80 for a high on Sunday, so a lot cooler. And then Monday, 87 for a high. And then Tuesday, depending on where this frontal boundary is and disturbances coming in, I put an impact alert day again for Tuesday afternoon. Now, if that materializes, those storms will be severe. There is no doubt. That's an if, but I've got a 40% chance of that. 30% on Wednesday, and that 30% is contingent that we don't see storms on Tuesday. I know it gets confusing. And then a 40% chance with another disturbance on Thursday. And then I think the following weekend, the 26th and the 27th, we're in the upper 80s, partly cloudy skies. And look at what day I've got on the 14th. I'm going to see how sharp Greg is here. My 14th day, Greg, what does the calendar say?
What does the calendar say? I'm not sure what you're asking there, Paul.
The 14th day?
Oh, what's the 14th day? It says May 1st.
May 1st. Already May is showing up in our 14th day. Did you see how sharp Greg was on that? I told you, man, nothing gets right. But yeah, May is just right around the corner. Can you believe it? That was my whole point there. May is just right around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe I didn't have a good point. Maybe that was the point. I didn't have a good point.
It's also around the corner there, Paul. This is
What day is that? 24th.
24th is the start of Fiesta.
Oh, that's right. You know what? Next time you see this next week, I'll have like those paper things. What do you call them? The paper deals and the decoration, and it'll look more like Fiesta. How about that? Okay. That'll give you something to look forward to. All right. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great Easter weekend, and I'll see you guys later, and definitely keep it tuned here to KENS 5 for any updates on the weather, especially if you live out west. Some of those storms can be really intense out west. Yeah, we'll be here all weekend long. Go to KENS 5 Plus, KENS5.com, and we got you covered. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I will see you later.